Hello everybody and welcome to Flashback 101 Behind the Box Live with me, your host, Lightning Boy on YouTube, and welcome to episode 6, all about CBeebies. CBBC. Whoops. That's my TV burp moment of the day, or You Been Framed moment, as I like to call it. So, okay. Now, you may remember in episode 3 that I did about CBBC's sister, CBeebies. Now it's going to be all about the CBBC channel, the Big Brother. So, this is Flashback 101 Behind the Box Live with me, Lightning Boy on YouTube. Let's begin. Okay, so the CBBC channel launched along with the CBeebies channel on the 11th of February 2002. The BBC announced plans in early 2001 for 2 digital children's channels. They were CBeebies and CBBC. So CBBC launched, and the first faces ever seen on the channel were Dick and Dom, Richard McCord and Dominic Wood, Angelica Bell, and lots of other presenters. CBBC also made big stars of people like Jake Humphrey, now presenting the football on BT Sport. Lord. Holly Willoughby, now presenting This Morning on ITV. So, as you can see, CBBC has kicked off a lot of careers, and Angelica Bell is a reporter on The One Show. So, it's time to go through all the programs. Well, not all the programs, because CBBC has broadcast a lot of programs, but here's just a few of them, shall we? Okay, so CBBC programs, okay. Right, so, okay, CBBC had the story of Tracy Beaker. That was an adaptation of Jacqueline Wilson's books. The series starred Danny Harmer, and it featured Tracy in a foster home. That's it. Now, then there was Tracy Beaker Returns, the series when Tracy was actually a care worker. That's what I meant. And then it was the dumping ground. So CBBC had shows like Arthur, Raven, which is coming back, Free Delivery, which was this weird anime show, Wolverine and the X-Men. I know that will make Dragon Wheels very happy. Also in recent times there have been Art Ninja, Totally Rubbish, which is an art show, Smart, which used to air, that was an art show, and of course there's Newsround, of course. Yeah, so CBBC has had a lot of presenters, and if you include the CBBC channel, they've had loads of presenters. And this is about the channel. This isn't about children's BBC or CBBC. If you're interested in the broom cupboard, then check out episode 13, which will be the series finale. Okay, so yes, so as I was saying, CBBC have had lots of presenters. So over the few years, they've had Ian Sterling, Ed Petrie, Chloe Bale, Katie Thistleton, Jake Humphrey, Sophie McDonnell, Angelica Bell, Anne Foy, Adrian Dixon, Simon Grant, loads and loads and loads of faces. Oh, and Barney Howard's done a bit as well. Oh, and Kate Heaven, yeah, she was the Scottish presenter. Another show on CBBC was 50/50. It was a game show hosted by Sally Gray, which was a Scottish presenter. Well, it was presented, I think, by Sally Gray first, and then Angelica Bell took over, I think. Or was it Angelica and then Sally Gray? I'm not sure. Then you had Get Your Own Back, hosted by, yes, Dave Benson Phillips. Now, what it was basically is if you wanted to put a parent or a teacher in Gunge, then yes, Get Your Own Back would be the show to do it. And I mentioned Dave on my Playhouse Disney video, didn't I? Yeah. So yeah, lots of shows. CBBC also has had various Dennis the Menace cartoons, and currently there's the Next Step. There's the Dragons. There's the Dragons Riders of Burke, which is the How to Train Your Dragon into a TV series. There's also Naomi's Nightmares of Nature's All Over the Place, Horrible Histories, DNN, DNN, definitely not Newsround, Diddy Movies, which is a spin-off of Diddy, Dick and Dom, Junior Bake Off, Match of the Day, Kickabout, loads and loads and loads of shows. Oh, and Danny's House as well. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So that's just a couple of the shows on CBBC. And let's check their presenters, shall we? Well, the current presenting team consists of Ryan Stevenson, Katie Thistleton, Lauren Layfield, Karim Zero Lau, alongside Hackety Dog, Dodge T-Dog, and Blinkbot 3, which is a robot that CBBC had a competition to name a robot. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now, there's been a few puppets, but in the CBBC channel era, not as much puppets as Gordon, Ed, Otis, and Emlyn the Gremlin, as I referred to there. So first, there was Alcho T. Cactus. He presented with Ed Petrie from the 3rd of September 2007 to the 1st of January 2010. Since 2009, you've had Hacker T Dog, which he used to present with Ian Sterling. Then he presented with Chris Johnson, and now he presents several presenters. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Yes. Now, sorry. Yeah. Oh, and another program is Hacker Time, which is basically Hackety Dog hosting a chat show. What could go wrong, you ask? Well, yes, a lot of things. So, yes. Okay. Right. Yes. Sorry. Yes. So the current presenting team consists of Reese, Rise, or I think it is Reese, Lauren, Karim, and Katie, with Hacker, Dodge, and Blink, and BL1 Inkbot 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nowadays, you get shows like The Next Step, which, to be honest, I've said to this with my sister many times, it doesn't suit CBBC. That kind of program, that sitcom, suits the Disney Channel, and why it doesn't air on the Disney Channel over here is beyond me, because I just think, well, I just why, you know? But it's become CBBC's one of the most popular shows, and yes, I don't like it, but lots of people do, so that's just the way it is. Okay, yeah. Yes, so you're watching Flashback 101 Behind the Box Live. This is a shorter episode because I already did the other episode, so this is going to be a shorter episode. Okay, so now the studio set was known as the CBBC Office. That was the first major one. Sort of a bit like the broom cupboard, but an office, basically, and a bit more bigger. So you had the CBBC Office, that was from 2007 until 2016. Now it is known as CBBC HQ, and CBBC launched its new look in 2016. Let's look at the logo, shall we? So from 2002, hang on, right, sorry, right, okay. So here are the logos, okay? I won't say about the 1997 to 2002 because that wasn't a TV channel. That was just CBBC, the block on BBC One. The first logo of the channel was green with a purple C and the BBC logo. The second logo was CBBC in white and black and the BBC in green and sort of a green shadow. And the next logo is and the current logo is a multicolored C with a BBC. So it's sort of BBC C rather than CBBC, but it is still called CBBC. So yeah, and it's like BBC Three. Martin Lebinem originally designed the CBBC idents, which were the blob. Yeah, they had blobs like the CBBS bugs. They had blobs. CBBC would have characters and then C and then CBBC, bam, like that. And now it's CBBC, like that. Yeah. So those are a few of those. Okay. So yeah. On CBBC there are loads of shows. Big Friday Wind Up is which is presented by Simon Mark, Sam Nixon and Mark Rhodes, which were actually singers because they were in Pop Idol. But I guess they weren't very popular. Yeah, so yeah. Also, CBBC had a few Saturday morning shows. The Saturday Show, TMI, Top of the Pops Reload, a spin-off of the main Top of the Pops show. Yeah, lots of different shows. For Red Nose Day, also CBBC has actually had a long relationship with Comic Relief, going back to the 80s with Andy Crane in the Broom Cupboard, joined by Tony Robinson. But in 2001, they had a Red Nose Day live. And from 2011 to 2014, it was Comic Relief or Sport Relief Does Glee Club. It was hosted by Sam and Mark, but joined by Naomi Wilkinson from the last two series. It ended in 2014, which I don't really know. I guess the BBC just decided it was time to finish. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this episode is a shorter episode. As I said in the last episode, after this series, there'll be no more Flashback 101 regular episodes. There'll be 3 specials. I'm going to do a superhero special and / Saturday morning kids cartoons special. I'm also going to do digital channels, and I'm also going to include the Saturday morning shows as well on that. And then my final special will be a look back at my best moments of the show in a special Christmas compilation show, which I can't wait. So those are my plans for the series. Okay, right. It's yeah. So let me see if anybody is watching on now. No, they're not. But as I say, you can watch it pre-recorded or live, like Mayday 51 does. So yeah. Okay. So that's great. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yes. So yeah. Right. Let me just tell you a few plans. From September, I'm going to be trying a new experimental sort of comments in the section quiz. What it's going to be is I'm going to ask the questions, and then you have to put in the comments below your answers, basically, after A, B, or C. Now, obviously, it's not going to be like other quiz shows, as it's going to be quite different. So, yeah, first of all, I'll have to say, oh, you choose. Have you chosen your answer? Good. Let's get on to the next question. It will sort of feel like a DVD game more than a TV quiz show, which is sort of to be expected. It's not going to be smooth, obviously, because it would have to be live and the contestant would have to be on Hangouts, which can't work, and Mayday 51. And I agree, for internet safety, he didn't want to show himself, so fair enough. And yeah, so Quizlo will be launching in September. If it's successful, then well, Mayday 51 isn't sure, but maybe he might take it to his channel. He wasn't sure, but obviously if it's successful, and with him doing Brian the Bunny Rabbit, and he's agreed to join as an executive producer of the show, so that's brilliant. Yes, so Quizlo, that's coming in September. Okay. So I've done CBeebies and CBBC, so it's time to give you an order. The order of what the series is going to be now. So let me go to my comments. Right. Okay. Right. So, right. So yes, is it right? Right. So yeah. How is that? I want that. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Let me just find the comment. It's from the Playhouse Disney one. Oh yes, I think it was on this, wasn't it? So let's see. View all 13 replies. Right. Okay. No, it's Playoffs Disney, isn't it? Sorry, bit of a technical issue there. Right, let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, yes, here it is. So I can never find this. I must remember. So, I've already done Pop, so this is CBBC episode 6. So, the next episode is tomorrow. The next episode after that will be the day after that. So, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more episodes to do. Okay, so we've got Discovery Kids. This is the one I'm most looking forward to because it'll be interesting. Playhouse, Disney, and CBeebies, I bet, would be very memorable. But Discovery Kids, well, still, it would be good. Okay. Yep. So we have Discovery Kids. Then we have CITV. Then we have Nick Jr. UK from 2004 to 2010. Then we have Nick Jr. Classics / Noggin, because it used to be called Noggin when the block launched in 2005. Cartoonito is going to. Sorry, I missed out one. Episode 11. It's Milkshake from Channel 5 from 2002 to 2005. Episode 12 is Cartoonito from about 2007 to 2009. And episode 13, it's my favorite episode. It's going to be about the early days of children's TV on the BBC. Not Children's Hour, but it's going to be children's BBC, about the broom cupboard days, and also about the era just before the channel launched as well. So that is going to be excellent. So check out with that. So what else did I say? So I mentioned a few announcements, right? Also, I've got an update. I had an update because I didn't know what was Disney Consumer Arcade, but now I do, because thanks to YSR Network's video, there's a comment on it. Okay, so yep, so it's from a YouTuber called Dribbleberry. I love your name. Okay, it's about what Disney are doing, some announcements, and then when it airs on TV, they show it for an important announcement for a commercial. An important announcement. Bearing the big blue elf on stage, you would interrupt the program for that. Oh, I don't know. Disney must have been bonkers. But anyway, yeah, the point is that yeah. So Disney Consumer Arcade is basically when Disney want to advertise for an advert or something. So yeah. So that's what Disney Consumer Arcade was. Yeah. So, okay, right. So it's nearly time for me to go, but okay. So we got 7 more episodes. So let's see. So if we do one, so you've got about. Hang on. So if I do this today, I'm not good at maths. Hang on. So okay, how many days are there? So if I do episode 7 tomorrow, then I do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I don't know. I'm guessing 6 or 7 days or something. So yeah. And then, of course, there's got to be a few weeks before I finish up the series on a regular basis. And then in September, there will be the superhero special. In November, there will be, in November sometime, there's going to be the digital channel special. And and in December, of course, because it will be Christmas. Then I will be doing my best of compilation. And you guys, if any of you love this series, what are your best parts? It'd be interesting, because if you want me to edit them into a best of compilation, then I'd love to know which parts you would like, which parts that you think are the best. So thank you on that. Right, well, we've got literally a few minutes to go, so let me offer you my recommendations. So before we go, my recommendations are, if you love nostalgia and if you like old cartoons, then I recommend singing along to the Pig Panther Show theme tune, because it's the one and only truly original Panther Pig from head to toe. Also, there's a great video which is absolutely brilliant, Yakko's World, sung by 168 Movies. It's from The Usual Suspect, and what it basically is, if you've ever seen Animaniacs, Yakko sings a song to the tune of the Mexican Hat song. You'll probably know the tune, but you probably won't know the song, unless you watched Animaniacs and you grew up in the 90s. So that's my recommendations. And also, yeah. And you can even make a playlist. If you love the series, then you can make a playlist. So, yeah. Okay. So, well, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you want to, like, subscribe, and comment. If you have any memories, I put this in the description below. If you have any memories of CBBC, the old CBBC channel, then put them in the comments below. I would love to see them, but again, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you, because that would just be wrong. Really wrong if I forced you. Subscribe to me. Okay, I'm actually having a joke. You don't have to do that. Okay. Yes. Oh, Joe, it's great doing this series. I mean, nostalgia. My mum said to me, nostalgia is very popular at the moment, and that's why it's the perfect age. Because I am the age to have watched all these channels. And so it's just absolutely perfect. So thank you for watching, guys, and I shall see you with episode 7, Discovery Kids. That'll be tomorrow, and until then, goodbye.